Hey guys, so I just heard Angelina on an interview talking about being broken and rediscovering your self-worth. And it got me thinking about not just her, but also how we can all do the same thing. And I'm going to be breaking it all down for you right here in this video. So stay tuned. Hey there. So I'm Rebecca Zung, and I am an attorney and I am an author. And what I really am is I am a narcissist negotiation expert. And what I do is I help you figure your way out of those relationships with narcissists, either in your business life or your personal life. I teach you actually how to negotiate with them in a way that's powerful and allows you to shift that dynamic. So if that's you, if you are so ready to do the same thing, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. And that way you'll get notified when I upload new videos. Okay, so let's talk about Angelina. So what she said in this interview, it was a recent interview with Entertainment Tonight, and she was talking about a new movie that she has coming out, actually called Those Who Wish Me Dead. And what she said, she was talking about her character, she said that there were parallels to real life and how you can overcome feeling broken and rediscovering your self-worth. And so what she said was that she's playing a character who had to learn to stand back up for herself, and that ended up to be part of her healing. And I loved that because of obviously all the things that we've all had to experience dealing with narcissists, right? And so she went on to say that we all have times in our lives where we feel broken. That's just part of the human experience now, isn't it? She went on to say that she herself has had periods of time like that, and that she's had her share of things that have made her feel overwhelmed and broken. And it was kind of interesting when she was talking about that. She sort of like stopped for a second, and you could see her kind of looking down. And she said, we've all had periods of time that where we feel overwhelmed and broken. And she was like, it's really hard to speak too much about it. And I was kind of thinking like maybe she was referring to her divorce from Brad that's like lasted for years. And if you want to know more about that, by the way, I did a whole video on the real reason that Brad and Angelina divorced. And I kind of broke down a lot of that there as well. So you should definitely check that out. But there are definitely times in your life, as she mentioned, where you have opportunities. You can kind of call them opportunities, or you can call them like crap things that happen to you. But she sort of referred to them as opportunities, where you get to push past your comfort level, like where you just want to hide under the covers and you just want to go, I cannot do it. I cannot do another day. You know, that whole like that which that doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And sometimes you think, okay, I'd rather just have it kill me because I don't want to be stronger. But you end up finding out that you're actually stronger than you think that you are. And you get a chance to kind of see what you've got in you. And so she was talking about how you can like take this opportunity to push yourself against the elements that, maybe even try something you've never tried, or do something where you can rediscover that strength within you and bring you back to either who you were before this thing happened, or maybe something even better. And then the question was posed to her, how does she anchor her self-worth? And which is an interesting question. I've never heard a question posed to a celebrity like that. But what she said was that she anchors her self-worth in her use to others. And she tells her children, like, no matter what you do, like, it really comes down at the end of the day to like, what have you done for other people? Which I thought was really nice. Like, what is your contribution to others? So this whole interview got me thinking about narcissists, of course, and how they definitely make us feel broken. I mean, I always say, drama, trauma, and chaos. You end up feeling used and abused. I mean, they're energy vampires. They totally suck the blood out of you. And they like, I remember that feeling so well. It's like the kind of feeling you really sort of never forget. because it's like so traumatizing. And so you do end up having to rediscover your self-worth. And I actually had talked a lot about this in one of my recent videos, which was called I Don't Normally Share This, which was my own story of being bullied as a child and then again by narcissists in my adult life. So if you want to hear more about that, you can definitely go check that out. And as I said, you know, they end up they traumatize you so much that you end up feeling like paralyzed and powerless and empty, almost like a shell of yourself, right? So I thought I would put together a list for you on the ways that you can start to feel unbroken and start to rediscover your own self-worth. So the first thing that I'm going to suggest that you do is set small goals for yourself. Don't set huge goals for yourself. Don't say, I'm going to lose 100 pounds by next week. Don't say, I'm definitely going to be, you know, winning everything or whatever. Like something that's just like so seems so far and so something that you're just not going to be able to do, because you'll end up feeling like a failure. You'll end up feeling like you're not getting anywhere. So set small goals for yourself. I mean, even if it's just going to be like, I will eat a healthy breakfast. I might eat like crap the rest of the day. Who cares? Like, I will eat a healthy breakfast. And then, you know, make sure you do that. I will make my bed today. I will get out of bed today. I will take a shower. You know, whatever the smallest goal is that you can set, that you will actually keep your word to yourself and be able to do it, because then you will be able to start having some small wins, and that will help you start to feel better about yourself. You know, I remember interviewing somebody one time, and they were like, every little thing was a small win for me. You know, getting out of bed, brushing my teeth. Here I am. I'm doing things. I make my coffee. Like I'm out in life. And every single thing was a small win for her. So that's number one, is set small goals for yourself. Number two is acknowledge your small wins. You know, so for a lot of you guys, for example, the fact that you're here, the fact that you're watching this video, that means that you went online, you searched for something that was you were trying to better yourself. You're trying to feel stronger or find the tips that you can use to help you. Every single thing you should acknowledge yourself on. You know, if you end up getting my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet, which you can get at winmynegotiation.com if you want, you can go there, you get there, you've done it, you've downloaded it, you've looked at it, you've started filling out. That is a small win. You're doing it. If you come to my webinars, that's a win for you, or anything that you're doing for yourself. You're ordering a self-help book, you're taking a course, you're meeting with the right people, you made an appointment with your therapist, you make an appointment for coffee with your friend. Acknowledge your small wins. Show, you know, give yourself a pat on the back and say, look, I'm doing this. Look at me, like still fighting this thing. Look at me, like not giving up. Like acknowledge that every single time in yourself. Number three is choose an easy mantra. Choose something that you're going to be able to like tell yourself. Like one of the ones that I thought was really great was from Glennon Doyle, who's written a bunch of books. And she had one that was, I can do hard things. And I thought that was so good. Like initially I was like, is that a good one? But then I found myself saying it. I can do hard things. I can do this. I can do hard things. And so I want you guys to start right now by putting that in the comments. I can do hard things. I want to see you all write that right now in the comments. And that way we can all start saying this together. We can do hard things. We can do this. So that's the next one. The next one is choose your circle carefully. One of the things that I learned from interviewing Bob Proctor, which was an interview that I did for you guys, and it also ended up to be amazing for myself. What an incredible man. And one of the things that he said to me was, if you want to know where you stand vibrationally, look at the 5 people who are closest to you, and that's your answer. And that was such a powerful thing. And I do talk about this in some of my other videos as well, but really, really being very, very intentional about who gets to be in your space. I love the phrase, defend your light with your life. It's got to be like that there's a high price to be in your space, because it's just, life is way too short and there's way too many toxic people out there. So choose your circle carefully and then defend it with all of your might. All right. The next one is working on your mindset. And that's kind of part of the defending your light with your life, but also just listening to things that are going to be powerful for you. Don't allow your brain to run free, because it usually, when you do that, ends up in bad neighborhoods that you don't want to go into, like super dangerous places. So for me, like when I am in one of those places where I could potentially, when my brain could potentially skid off the side of the road and go someplace I don't want it to, I put tapes on, of things I want to hear, like whether it's an audio book, whether it's a YouTube video, or anything that you need to be listening to, whether it's Joe Dispenza or Tony Robbins or whoever your person is. Listen to those things, because it will help you feel better. It will help you raise your vibrational energy. It will help you create new neuronal patterns. And that is how you're going to create a better mindset. And 80% of a negotiation is won before you walk into a room. Your mindset is so important. It's probably 50% of the 100% of winning that negotiation, if not more. So definitely work on your mindset. And the last tip I have for you on feeling unbroken and rediscovering your self-worth is to never give in and never give up. Remember, you only fail if you stop trying. It is really, really important that you just keep going and don't allow them to get the better of you. One of my favorite quotes is, if people are treating you like a doormat, just stand up. You don't have to allow that. You get to choose. You get to choose how people treat you. You don't get your goals, you get your standards. So thank you so much for joining me on this edition of Negotiate Your Best Life. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, now is a great time to do that. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you like this video, give it a like. Give it a share, drop me that comment, and feel free to join me in my free private Facebook group as well if you'd like, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. And remember, today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. Wherever you are now is the jumping off point. It is never too late. All right, never give in and never give up. I'll see you in the next video.